Morning, everyone. Thank you so much for giving us this opportunity. And like it's always said, right? We always have to look for opportunity in crisis. So, and we have got a wonderful client like Mr. Anchet in traffic department. So while they had this problem in hand, and then of course we actually are traffic engineers plus we are also trying to harness the technology, and all kudos and all credit to traffic police. They are so innovative and so open to harness technology and open to ideas. Right? So we sat together, and this entire solution has been curated in complete consultation with the traffic police and their team to make sure that what they needed. We also looked at what is the need of the hour and what is exactly is required. We are not biased by technology, or we are not biased by the opinion. So what we tried to do was curate few handy, usable tools which can actually vary the level of deployment, and then we curated this traffic engine. Right? So, and it was also aptly, it came up as a strategic tool. Astram is a conversion in English. It's actually a strategic tool or a weapon. So, and we didn't want to use make it hardware intensive. We actually wanted to harness the data that is actually coming in from the already deployed hardware that is actually in the city, and various data generated from multiple sources. Next slide. So I think this is talked about. So ideally, we looked at what are the key tasks that the traffic police is actually performing and bucketed them into 6. And then we said, what do they need to actually enhance their performance? So we bucketed that again into 4 key segments. And this is not a rocket science. I think everyone in problem solving, they do this. We actually wanted to enhance their situational awareness. Whenever something is going wrong, we needed something better knowledge about the situation, so that we need to solve that better, and we need some actionable intelligence. So the data was getting harnessed to provide better idea and then what actions to be taken and what actions are more effective for people to perform. And then the response management. Once it is decided that a particular response is going to be adopted, and how do we make it happen, and then how do we look back to verify the performance of the entire action that is planned, that is being deployed. And then finally, it's important that unless you share the information to the right stakeholders, it will not be of any use. So we created the platform for that purpose. So keeping this in mind, so we have curated this solution comprising of 6 modules. Module number 1, what was important was to actually create a map engine, which is now open data map engine, and every 15 minutes it gets updated. All the data that the traffic police is collecting through various mechanisms, through their own field officers, through the high-tech cameras that are actually there, and then through the third-party collaborations that they're getting. All the data is crunched into meaningful information that people can use, various travelers in the city can use, and then it's been created as map engine. And through an API, we do a data sharing agreement, and then through that, they are actually able to harness that part. Then one of the important things what we realized was the classic analogy of a bowl full of anything which is full. You need to, if you try to pour more into it, it's only going to spill over. So what we wanted to do was, what we realized in Bangalore was there are a lot of these events that actually happen, both planned events and unplanned events, and as well as so lot many works that are happening. Metro works are happening, road cutting works are happening, water supply works are happening. So many works are happening, but they're all happening in an haphazard way, which are causing more and more trouble, adding more trouble and taking away the capacity of the street. So we realized that this is a need of the hour. We created a common platform through which everyone collaborates. All the stakeholders, they need to collaborate through this particular application. They need to share their information about their event, and they need to put for what is the support that is actually required. And then we track and monitor how much time they ask for and how much time they're actually taking for these events. So then we put up the simulation and prediction tool. So we simulate large events like cricket match was supposed to be have IPL match that is actually happening in the stadium, or any other political rally that is actually been planned, or a big opening ceremony that's happening, or any event that is more than 500 people, it needs to be simulated to see its impact in the area. Now the model is all set, and we are actually evaluating these events from time to time. Plus, the AI-based prediction tool is being set up, one for the congestion, and then second is for safety. We are also now trying to see how we can actually predict some of these near misses events, what could cause accidents at what places. Because conventionally, we think that black spots are set, and then we only need to look at black spots. And what we realized over a period of time on the research is these black spots are not constant. These are varying with and dynamically influenced by the environment around. So we are trying to use that to see what can go wrong at what place, and then we are trying to give insights so that the police is actually able to deploy resources to avoid those consequences. Then we actually created something, a dashboard, analytics dashboard, primarily which is helping them, traffic police, to understand at police station level, to a zone level, to a city level, for people to focus on their performance. Like, what is the average speed on the cities? What is the number of accidents and fatalities on the streets of Bangalore? And what is the number of violations that are actually happening are the three key parameters that they identified. And then they are monitoring on a month-on-month basis how are we moving forward or moving backward. If something is going wrong, what is going wrong, and then how to improve. I think that's something that they are now using it very effectively. Then we created something at bot for the traffic police as part of this initiative, wherein they are actually using this bot to report all the incidents that are actually happening. Like, for example, there is a vehicle breakdown that has actually happened, and there is a traffic jam that is actually there. There is an accident that has actually happened, and there is a road condition that is poor road condition. There is a flooding, potholes that are actually there, or any kind of event or incident that can actually have an impact on the traffic movement. They are actually able to report, and we are using them as the ground force to report these incidents, validate them, and push them up, and then have the data to analyze. So one of the important things that we realized was 70% of the times the traffic jams in Bangalore are caused by vehicle breakdowns. I don't know whether you believe it or not, the data is clearly showing up that there are a lot of vehicle breakdowns that are happening in Bangalore which are leading to traffic jams. Now now we know where to focus. The actionable intelligence is there for situational awareness is coming in, and police to take an action on those things and look at what type of vehicles, put it back, and is it a repeated breakdown that is actually happening, and so on and so forth, right? So just to give you an example of what we are trying to do. And then, of course, the last one, we created a workflow management tool. Of course, this is still in the nascent stage to bring multiple stakeholders into one common platform. It's a big challenge in a city like Bangalore and in an environment like India. Everybody wants to hold on to their own powerhouses. So we have created a workflow management platform where they are able to assign the tasks. Like, for example, we are picking up a lot of data, which is actually road condition is causing a lot of traffic jams also. So this road condition data is also being summarized, and if you are able to put it to the BMPs and BDAs of the city to push their maintenance or prioritize their maintenance activities, so it would be easy for them. So we are creating reports for them to share it. The tangible and actionable intelligence is being given to different stakeholders, not just the traffic police, for them to act on it and then try to see how these actions can be taken. So quickly, this is the collaborations that we are doing, because I've already explained these things. But important is we are trying to collaborate and crowdsource the data from different people. These are the different events and works that are actually we have been collaborated on one single platform. Now we are using this to ensure that all the events are tracked and monitored. And this is the dashboard that we've generated for them. So people are actually using, whether it is congestion analytics or travel time analytics, all these are the tips. Now, if there is a jam that is happening, now the traffic police is asking its team as to what's going wrong and why the root cause, right? So now the data is available for us to, historic data for about last 6 or months is available for us to go through. And user sentiment analysis, we are also trying to gather the Facebook and Twitter data to make sure that the user sentiment perception is, how is it changing? And then they have their own performance dashboards, and we have created the traffic congestion calendars, incident calendar, the one on the extreme right down, if you see, you can actually tell you which days of the month the traffic is congested and the reasons for that part can go through. So now the commissioner sitting in his room is now objectively evaluating the performance of each of his officers and zonal commissioners, and then we are actually able to move towards a performance-oriented organization. And of course, we have built these simulation tools and prediction tools, and probably I'll be happy to demonstrate this anytime if you are able to visit. Maybe in 2 months' time, we are setting up a traffic studio experience center within the traffic police, wherein all these technologies are open for people to come and experience that by themselves. So in 2 months, this studio should be up and running. And this is the map engine that we have actually started putting it for people to share. And it would come live on the Bangalore Traffic Police portal in about a month's time. And it is also open. People can go over and it will have a navigator. People can actually use. This is a content to the Googles and other papers of the world. So people can even use this Bangalore Traffic Police application. Of course, this has been talked about. Now we are now tracking the performance of the traffic police as to how much efficiently people are actually able to move the emergency vehicle faster on the streets of Bangalore. And this is the platform that we talked about. Thank you very much. I'm sorry I've taken more time. I couldn't stop my excitement to share this story. Thank you. Thank you so much.